Okay, let's get into it. Nice big game. It was nice. There was some real good stuff from you. Like a little more confidence, a little more energy. Great. It was great. All right, let's take a look. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the. All right, so right there, I just love your exits. So like here you are, right there. You're going against the net here. All right. And then you pick up that puck and swoop in and get going. One thing to consider, you had a player here with you. Instead of just when you're in trouble, getting rid of it, use your support. And that should be a thing that you remember because when other players have pucks or the puck and they're being hounded by someone, they need help and they might just throw it away. Like this might go to the other team. So when you're back here, you've got a player with you. You got to know that. So right there with pressure, instead of dealing with this guy, you could have passed it over and then support him because if he's in trouble. But together, you hold on to the puck much better than by yourself. Okay. What I like though, there was a play that you supported the puck really well. So it's behind the net. All right, right there. You instead of going to the net front and staying there, which will bring you right beside a defenseman, which is no good, we want to have the ability to be in this thing we call the soft spot. And the soft spot is from the dot to the top of the circle, all the way across the ice. You want to hang, if you're the high player, you want to hang out in this position so that you're not too close. This defenseman, a lot of times they don't come, but you need to. So you found the soft spot, and it's right around here. Puck goes back in. Coming over to support, right there. I like how you're supporting. Okay. Now instead of, if it doesn't come, right away, it didn't come and he took back. That should be your signal. If he cuts back, he needs help. He just needs help. And so what that means is you can't stand here because there's a guy there and passing the puck directly behind him it doesn't happen. It's way too difficult. But if you are able to hurry up and get to the corner to help, you might be able to hold on to the puck better. Okay? All right. Next one. Nice net drive. So let's take a look at that. You are right in front of the net, right there. Okay. And let's see what happens. You're in the soft spot again, quite open. And then this here. Right there. That's legit. That's legit. Your crossovers are totally your asset because you make a tight turn. You've got the puck. You make earlier. All right, so you are right there. You get the puck, cut in, move your feet, create some separation. Bit of a muffin, but you definitely used your feet to get in there. That was a nice scoring chance. I like that. And then here I noticed, like, what's going on? Playing center. I was like, okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at your draws. Now, when you are lining up, right there, all right, do you see your backhand? Your backhand, here, I'm going to grab a stick so you can see this. Your backhand, or your top hand, okay, you are doing your draw, and your top hand, you choked up, you turn your hand, which is great. You're down facing off, but this top hand is up against your body. So the only thing that you can do is what I call a windshield wiper. You can only sweep at it. If you take this top hand and put it out in front of you, and now, so like imagine your blade is on the ice with my My hand's out, my blade is on the dot like this, not like this for a windshield wiper. It's like this, hands out. So your bottom hand pulls, your top hand pushes. So you're here, you're waiting, ref drops it, push pull. Push pull. Okay? So you want to get your top hand off that hip because it's not good for leverage. And you're only going to be hitting the puck into the wingers because if you swat it left and right, it's only going to sideways. And as a draw man, you got to win it back to your defenseman where you have control of the puck. Okay? So if we look at the draw, what I liked what you did, you lifted his stick. That was cool. That's a passive draw where you tie him up first and then you turn your body. That's like textbook. You lift, then you turn so that shields the puck. He can't see it. You got hung up with your stick, but your teammate came in to help. And it got back to the D, or he was able to roll around, which is more, it's a better position. Now you have control of the puck instead of whacking at it and you don't really know where it's going. Okay? All right, here's another one. With the face-off technique, let's take a look at it. Okay, so you've got the windshield wiper set up. Now you lost your balance because you just swiped at it like a too big a swing and you fell over. So, all right, let's see what it is. It's a big swing. Let's see if it just kind of jumps. Yeah, you got kind of hung up in his skates. But and you tried to lift again. So, but he won that. So, there's another face-off I want to show you a little bit, but that's all right. The lift and then sweep. That's a legit play. All right, this one, great soft spot presence. Like you're thinking, you can see it. You can see the thoughts. All right. Now, this draw. Watch your head. What are you looking at? You are looking. Before the puck is dropped, you're looking straight down. And so you're only reacting once you see the puck. And that's too late. So while you're standing there with your hands and your stick is ready, you are looking over at the ref. And you're watching him throw. You're anticipating the throw. So instead of what's going on is your puck hits the ice. There it is. And then swing at it. It's late. You want to be able to, as the puck is dropping, as soon as it touches the ice, the very moment it touches the ice, you've made your sweep. So there's some timing. So you have to watch the referee. And over time, the ref is going to have a certain style and a rhythm on how they drop the puck. But you're lining up and you're staring at that puck. You don't need to look at the dot. Once it's dropped, then you can look down and find the puck if you haven't won it clean. Okay? So look at the ref. But that wasn't the thing. The soft spot present right here. Look at that. Perfect. Your teammate is going behind the net and you back up. You back up. And now you're in the soft spot. And you have this nobody near you because you found the soft spot. It's a secret, and like once you understand it, there's a lot of cool stuff that happens in that spot. And it's not just there. It's like all the way across the ice in this band between the face-off dot and the top of the circle. So that's the soft spot all the way across. Okay? And then I don't know what happened because I couldn't quite see it, if it hit the post or it got a save or whatever, but that was great. That was great. All right, this one. Watch the puck in his hand. So it's another draw. Okay, let's take a look. So you're looking down, and there's a huge delay before you moved. Huge delay. He dropped it. see if I can get it. I'm pretty sure there was like, yeah, see that drop, sweep, rather than as it's hard to, as it's falling, it hits and you're sweeping at the exact same time. Okay, I think you get it. All right, nice drive and puck protection. Ooh, I like this one. Again, your crossovers, really nice thing I'm seeing. All right, so there you are on the far wing. Gets the puck, sauces over to you right here. That cross. You could have kept going. The way you moved your feet, what I really liked is that you did one crossover one way, and then the lean, you went for it. You leaned in right there. I would have continued trying to get on the inside of that person by using your shoulder and cut them off, and then you'll be on the inside. You took a sweeping backhand, which is fine. It's not going to be as good. Backhands are just, backhands. They're not as good. But what you did there, I'm like loving this footwork you're doing. Like drive more, and you do the hitting, right? Okay. And then simple place. Here's what I like, what you're doing. All these other guys, they want to hold on to the puck. They hold on to the puck all the way up until they're in trouble. And when they're in trouble, they just throw it away and saying it's like a pass. Not you. Now look at this. So you have the puck and you are starting your weaving crossovers. Now you moved the puck before any trouble happened. There's no trouble, but you move the puck to switch what's going on. He's feeling pressure now, and then you get it back before you're in trouble. And you have entered the zone, and now you're getting ready for a strong shooting position, like moving the puck before trouble shows up. That is the name of the game. You're able to come in, get a shot, save. But I like that. I like that. All right, this one, so you've gone back to wing, and this one's I've been chirping you about. I'm going to chirp you again. Okay, so there's the puck. You are right there. Looks like you're the left winger. Okay, you're getting your wing. You are not covering your point. You're staring at the puck. You also left this guy who's awfully open. You just stared at the puck. You're not waiting to go on offense. You're actively defending. You should not be down there. You should be covering him, but he was very dangerous, so you should be standing beside him. You got to see that. You can't miss that stuff. Like if you're always on the ice for goals against you, coaches aren't going to like that. You want to make sure that you have a guy and you're not just staring at the puck. Okay? Then defenseman gets it, and right there, it's telling everybody he's got the puck, he's beat his guy, and he's moving this way. Okay? When that signal happens, if the D is leaving your side, going to the far side, that is your signal to go as hard as you can this way, as hard as you can. It will pull this player back, and might pull this player back, which gives more room for your people to break out in. Okay? What you did, though, is you didn't leave. Now the defenseman, sorry, the defenseman doesn't have his high guy. You should be up here so that they can stretch this hole out and get going. You are level with the puck carrier, which means you're there. This is a defenseman's position, actually. This is the opportunity for this defenseman to jump into the play and be completely diagonal to the puck. The winger should be gone. Okay? That's when the puck is going away from your side. You take off. You can go that way. You can cut through. Depends on what your coach wants. Also, though, if the puck is coming towards you, you can't leave. You're coming this way. You're starting to back up, and you're facing the puck, ready for a pass. That's when it's coming to your side. Okay? All right, next one. All right, let's see. I forgot what this was. I didn't leave my little note. All right, so there you are there. I think that's you. Yeah, you come through, try to get the puck. It's all right. All right, right there. That is a great swing for a center. Your defenseman got the puck, and you did a little delay to support the player. You like there. I don't know where the winger is or where the actual center is, but you should be out here. So there's a little bit of a mistake here, and so this is a great timing for a center, but this player should and you and I actually don't think that was your side, but you should be turning backwards so you can see the puck and then do a quick rotation to forwards and then you're out. Okay, so let's look at how that plays out. Should turn backwards, catching it on your backhand like that, and then it's a nice play up the play before trouble came. He just missed his path. All right, last one. Again, I forgot to put the note in. All right, there you are, right there. Right there. Okay. Better back up. Better back up. Good back check. Great back check. That was excellent. You saved the day. And then here, right there. So, what you did, and this is what I liked about it. So the puck is coming to your side now instead of going away from you. Defenseman gets it, and you back up, keep moving. The play is for him to pass it to you, and then you can pivot and move forward. Defenseman didn't pass it, which kind of makes me nuts. But you're in a completely open position. Somebody up ice. That's the play. Pass it. That is the play. And what I loved is how you faced the player using your skill, backing up, picking up that, and he didn't give it to you. And then we got a little lucky there. Okay. I'm really liking how things are going for you, man. A little bit of center, got some scoring chances, more confidence with the puck. Looks great. I'm really happy with your the continuation of your learning. It's really great. All right, that's it for me. All right, I'll see you at the next one.